website videos. We also film series shorts for online distribution and are currently involved in filming a political parody. We specialize in low-cost movie making. Call DNA Video Productions at 941-748-6865 or visit our website at www.dnavideoproductions.com. That's www.dnavideo productions productions.com. Thank you. Our sponsor this month is Published, an affiliate of Village Voices. Published offers all author services from writing tips, critiques, manuscript evaluations, and editing, as well as tips to help you become published. If you prefer to self-publish, purchase the step-by-step book on publishing through Amazon, or purchase services a la carte, from formatting to creating custom covers, or even tips to gather endorsements. The staff is headed by 2 professional writers. After your books are published, either trade paper, electronically, or both, purchase marketing tips, web services, book trailers, or turn your book into an audiobook. Publish provides all your writing, publishing, and marketing needs. So give them a call at 941-748-6865. Contact them online at dgould497@aol.com, or go to the website at www.publishedavillagevoices.webs.com. Welcome to Culture Coast. The intro you just heard was by Al Musitano. And today we're speaking with David Smash, a guitarist and musician from Lithuania, but now based here in Florida. Hi, David. How are you?
Hi, Dawn. I'm great. How are you doing?
Good to see you. I first saw we're here at Motorworks, where you are playing today. I like to go back and start at people's beginnings, but I'm going to bring up first that you are from Lithuania, which I brought up in the intro, because you were actually a national star in Lithuania.
I guess you could say that.
I don't think just say it. I saw some of the stuff on the internet. Yeah, I saw some of the stuff on the internet, and you were doing major festivals and opening TV shows and just all over the place. And Lithuania may be a small country, but how do you go from being a national star to just being another musician over here in the States?
Well, no matter how famous you'll get in Lithuania, there's only so much you can do, because Lithuania is the size of New Hampshire, close, and the population is about 3 million people, and everybody speaks Lithuanian. So all the contacts you make and all the people that they perceive you as a celebrity, as soon as you cross the border, that's not the case. Unless it's like some kind of blues music festival or something, then they know Lithuanian blues music scene, and then they know you. But the general public and everybody else, yeah, that's it. You're doomed to that one geographical area.
So does it feel a lot? How long have you been over here in the States now?
I've been 4 years now.
4 years. So in 4 years, do you feel like do you ever miss being a celebrity? Because you were a celebrity in Lithuania, and here you're just another musician for now.
I may experience nostalgia, but it's not because of the status that I was holding in the eye of the public, as much as for friendships that I had over there and the fun times that I've experienced with my family and other people.
Now, when you were over there and you have that whole experience behind you of being a celebrity, and you kind of know how it works in Lithuania, do you think having that experience will make it easier for you over here to attain a higher status than most musicians over here have, because you've already gotten some idea of how it works?
Any knowledge, any information that you know that somebody else doesn't gives you advantage and leverage. And TV shows, a lot of different TV shows and television networks, the way they conduct their entertainment for television or major festivals, they copy the model usually from the West, either British television or American television. So the format is really similar, and there's a producer, there's a promoter, there's a scriptwriter, and then when you do get to see all the backstage and all the green rooms and all the makeup rooms, and so you come over here and it's you no longer need to ask people, oh, where do I go? What does this do?
So you do have an advantage coming over here. So it's likely that you will attain that status faster than the person who doesn't know all that information.
Probably statistically, yes. Yeah, I would guess, yeah.
Okay. I'm bringing that up because I haven't spoken to any that have attained celebrity status yet, and yet you have, and here you are starting over, but in a much bigger pot. So
exactly.
That's what you've done. You've gone down a few levels to start in this new pot of U.S. music. And so now we'll go back to your early days and how you started becoming a musician. And that was in Lithuania. Your parents, tell us about how you first decided you wanted to be a musician.
Well, I wasn't very good at school, at anything, but I liked music. And when I was 14, my parents bought me this guitar in the flea market, and I wanted to play that guitar, and I wanted to play blues, and at first I thought I'll learn a few songs, maybe something by Beatles, and I'll have more friends at school. But just so happened, even though I learned those songs on guitar eventually, I didn't attain new friends, but I discovered different sounds on guitar and different noises I can make with guitar that just gives you pleasure even while you're playing in solitude, not necessarily in front of an audience.
Now, your first guitar was acoustic.
Yeah, it was like acoustic classical, kind of like typical classical guitar.
So you didn't have the amplifiers the noises. And I know that you really seem to have a big control with all your different pedals and your different mechanisms on the guitar to make it, the electric guitar, to make it sing and sound totally different than acoustic ever could.
Yeah.
That was all self-taught, yes?
It was actually what you're hearing today. I've discovered that in the past year or so. I didn't used to do that. Yeah, but it is self-taught. It was. I'm playing a 7-string. It's a 7-string electric, so I have an extra string, and I'm using a recorder pedal. So I'm playing something.
You're looping something you already recorded.
That's correct. And then and most of the stuff that you do hear that makes the guitar sound, it's actually the guitar itself. It's the way it's built. And then after the interview, I can show you exactly what makes this guitar
different from others.
Yeah.
All right. And you also have, locally, you have a band that you play with for larger venues when you're playing clubs and festivals.
Yeah. That's...
how many people are in that band?
It varies. We have a drummer and a bass player, and the fourth person lately has been solid saxophone player. But in the past, I have played with keyboard players as a fourth person. Once I had also a full horn section, so that was really exciting. And once in a while, we have a violin player sit in as a fifth person, and everybody complements each other.
So, and you know these all, and they all work together because you've practiced once in a while together, or do you have people that just come in and manage to blend in without much practice?
Yes, because let's say a project comes up, and I've been in the United States for 4 years, so let's say something comes up, and I've done that in Lithuania, and like you said, experience gives you advantage and leverage. So I had invitations to do projects on the short notice, and then I need to put a band together. So through the years that I've been here, 4 years now in the United States, I've managed to meet people that are that good of a musicians that they don't even need a rehearsal. I can tell them over the phone, somewhat what we're going to be playing, and then once the gig comes, I only need to tell the key of the song to the bass player, and the drummer he'll follow the rhythm, and everybody's really good.
So that works out pretty good. All right, so you've got this band. How often do you play out with them, and how often do you play out by yourself, solo? A week?
Yeah.
On a weekly basis?
Solo, I'm averaging about 4 times a week, 5 times a week.
So when you play out, your band members change out and everything. Now, how often do you need them? Do you have regular gigs out each week, or do you just use them for projects and festivals?
Projects and festivals, and I try to play with them at least once a month with a full band somewhere in some
area,
venue. Yeah,
somewhere locally. Now, when you first, I'm going to go into the story of you first coming over here. So when you first came over here, how did that come about, that you left Lithuania and came to the U.S.?
Well, all the material that you saw, of my accomplishments in Lithuania got noticed by quite some people on the internet around the world. And one of them was Steve Arvey. He still is a local blues musician here in Sarasota, Manatee area, and we started communicating with him on Facebook. And then he said, "Wow, you're great. You should. Why don't you come down here, and we'll play some music together?" So, I mean, I never met him, and
but you already did speak English.
Yeah.
Lithuania actually teaches that to most of their students.
Kind of, as well as in America, they teach you Spanish in high school. Okay, people take 7 years of Spanish, then they still don't know how to speak it. So most of it is stuff.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. So that's like,
if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah, I'm giving you like a reference point. So that's the curriculum for English in Lithuania. But since I wanted to be a singer, songwriter, and I sang in English ever since, even before I could speak it, okay? So I made an effort to learn it, with the pronunciation.
So that you were singing without an accent, and people weren't asking you, "Oh, are you English, or where are you from?" Mm-hmm. Getting distracted by the accent.
Exactly, yeah.
So that you've done very, very well. In fact,
Thank you.
When I first met you, I didn't even notice an accent. You could have been from anywhere in the States. So that was really good. You've mastered that one, and you seem to have mastered the guitar as well. So you're self-taught, basically. Yeah. And how did you go about that self-teaching? Just playing with the guitar isn't enough. The internet helped you?
Well, that was during the days of internet, but we didn't have internet at the time. So some guitar playing friends, I went to a music school, and I went to a drum class because they didn't have a guitar class available, but I made friends with people who played guitar. So I took a few lessons here and there, nothing regular, and later on I bought different charts and different scales, and then
and learn to read the music.
Yeah, and when you know which note is on which string and on which fret, when you read music, you can actually figure out how to play it. You can play a full scale on one string, or you can play a scale through 3 octaves by 3 sounds per string. And so I discovered slowly, year by year, different.
Just building on it. Now, how much did you practice especially when you were first learning it and getting it? How many hours a day were you practicing?
Like minimum 4, because I really wanted to.
I was getting that vibe. I mean, a lot of kids they'll practice maybe a half an hour a day, or maybe only a couple days a week. But I got the feeling that you were just obsessed with the music.
It got worse and worse. Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Now, how did you get found in Lithuania?
When I was 16, they started the first season of Lithuania's Got Talent showed up. So I went to audition, and then it wasn't overnight, more like over a week or so, and then
So did you win the Lithuania's You've Got Talent?
I made to the finals, but I didn't win it. It was.
Sometimes it's better not to win it, isn't it?
Yeah, the guy who won, he was playing his teeth. You see, he was hitting his teeth with his nails to this background music and doing like da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum.
So where's he going to go with that?
Yeah, I spoke.
But it brought you to the attention
Yeah.
of the people who could make you a star.
Yeah, and then there was country festivals, blues music festivals, other TV shows, radio appearances, different stuff
So
like that.
it did make you a celebrity rather quickly.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great way to start, and I guess a lot of people are hoping for that here in the States, although it's a lot harder to compete with all the people that go out to those things.
It's a different. You see, what they're looking. Although it's called America's Got Talent or Lithuania's Got Talent or whatever Got Talent, they're concerned with ratings. So it doesn't matter the talent. If it's boring to look at, if it's not entertaining, they're probably not going to take it. In Lithuania, there were a lot of people that wrote original music, original material, really good stuff, really complex, and then they came to audition. They would just sit there with their instrument, head down, and they would sing and play, and there would be really little movement. And my selling point was the energy on stage, and in the semi-final I put on this show that I played one song, 3-minute song, on 5 different instruments, not at the same time, but I began with guitar, and then I dropped the guitar, picked up the bass, then from the bass ran to the keyboard, then pulled out a harmonica, did a harmonica solo, and finished it with drums, and then everybody just stood up, and that was because at the time I was already doing my own recordings and recording each instrument myself.
Okay.
Of my songs, yeah.
And you are a composer. You write your own music now. And in fact, most of what you do is original unless somebody makes a request. And then
well, I tell people if you have any requests, you can forget about it.
I don't.
But I say that jokingly. I mean,
Yeah.
if they're nice, if they're not asking for.
And you know the song, you'll go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you like people to hear what you created.
Absolutely, and even.
And that's what gets you into the festivals too, correct?
Yeah.
They want something new. They don't want cover.
Yes, they like original material, and also this credibility and experience. Everybody when they hire you to do a festival, they expect somebody professional, with seasoned player that is going to know what to do on stage and during the sound check and different stuff. So in a sense, my experience from Europe does help.
It has helped a lot. Yeah. I think it puts you far above many of the others that are hoping to get there. They're original players. They're not doing cover or occasional covers.
Yeah.
But for the most part, nobody's paying attention to them because they haven't gotten that audience yet, and they don't know who to contact or how to contact and what the way in is. Now, you have a couple CDs already, correct?
Yeah, a couple of CDs out. I have a third one as a digital. Also have hard copies of the third one, and planning to record a fourth one. Yeah.
And that's in 4 years. You've gotten 4 CDs here?
Yeah.
So that's that you're not bringing over. Just since you got here, you've recorded 4.
Yeah.
And you do that with different players in your background, in the background music, or the rest of the band is always different.
Well, the first 3 CDs I recorded every instrument myself.
So it's all you.
Yeah, and I'm planning to record a fourth one with including other people.
Okay.
To play on
so the new one is going to be with the David Smash Band.
Mm-hmm.
And we did mention that you were David Smash, right? I hope so.
Yeah, we did in the beginning.
Right at the beginning. I want to keep repeating that because people probably should learn who you are. Now, the type of music you play, you have mentioned it's blues rock, basically, but it goes farther than that. It's a lot of instrumental, just easy listening type of guitar.
Yeah, I don't think there is a word in English for this style of music yet. Just like when jazz was music, they didn't call it jazz. And it was a slang word for partying during the Prohibition. It was something people went to do, let's go to jazz. And just so happened that
that type of music was coming
played there in underground, secret drinking facilities. Or blues, it was just a description of a mood. or rock and roll is a disc jockey describing this fast blues. This is as hard as a rock and as soft as a roll. And that's stuck ever since, rock and roll. So it's just need to be creative and come up with a word.
A new growth of out of blues and rock. And it's an alternative, but it's not alternative rock.
Yeah.
It's just an alternative to all the others.
Yeah.
And someday maybe you'll be the one to coin. Maybe it'll be the smash music.
Maybe.
Would be interesting. So you are planning on not only recording things on the local level here, but you are planning through the festivals and regional, growing out further and further to becoming a national figure in the music scene here, correct?
Yeah, and we did have quite a success. We were representing, my band, David Smash Band, was representing Central Florida at the International Blues Challenge.
Very nice.
January, just a few months ago.
That was in Orlando?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, wow.
We actually won Orlando, and they sent us to Memphis, and we made it to semi-finals. So out of all the acts that got, they have to go through regional competitions, and then they get delegated and elected, and then they have to go represent their region. We actually made the semi-finals, and we were one out of the other 40 bands worldwide.
That kind of helps you get onto the festivals around the whole country for their scheduling of the festival calls. Okay, and we're back. So you were talking about being a semi-finalist, and that was in Nashville at a national contest, correct?
International.
International.
It's called International Blues Challenge, and it's put up by Blues Foundation, and they are the people, putting up all kinds of major events
across around the world.
Oh yeah.
So you're becoming a semifinalist there really does put you on the map. Now, does that mean that you can become a headliner at a lot of the festivals since you won that competition?
Well, that doesn't mean. One of the prizes that they do provide for finalists, which we were semi-finalists, they were not finalists, was a lot of dates and headlining positions in the different festivals. So that's something that we have to do on our own now that we have this, have had this experience and try to take advantage of it.
Okay, so you've had this experience, and now you probably, because based on that, will be able to get some gigs at festivals as a headliner, not just an opener. That's what you're aiming for,
yes,
correct?
Yes.
Because as a headliner, you're going to be able to sell more of your music than as somebody. Well, even an opening act is a good start, but you want to be the headliner. That's the goal, right?
We are trying to do that. Yes.
That is the goal towards the thing. Now, if you get to that point, do you think your band will become permanent members, the ones that are with you on that circuit, the festival circuit?
Yeah. Right now, the people that we went together to Memphis to represent Central Florida, even in local.
Bless you. Pollen in the air.
Yeah. The people that I played with in Memphis, Tennessee, in the International Blues Challenge, and we were representing Central Florida. These are the same people that we've been playing around lately, different locations. So I'd say that this recent experience in Memphis in January kind of
solidified that.
Yeah, you could say that.
Good. All right, now we have to wrap it up very shortly here. Before we do so, I want people to know where to find your original music, to buy your CDs, and to hear more and learn more about you. So where would they go to find out more?
They can simply put David Smash in their Google search, and it'll come up. Or you can go to davidsmash.net, or David Smash Music on Facebook, or anywhere. Yeah.
Okay, so David Smash, David Smash Music on Facebook, or davidsmash.net to get to your website.
Or just simply David Smash into Google search.
They can buy your music directly from your website?
Yeah, they can do that, yeah.
Cool, very cool. Well, I appreciate you being on Culture Coast, and I
thank
wish
you for having me.
Best of luck in the future here.
Yeah, thank you.
And welcome to the Culture Coast.
Thank you.
Gothmares, frightful visions during the night, causing terror and loss of sleep. Daymares, frightful visions during the day, causing fear and paranoia. Gothmares, gothic visions that can happen anytime, causing horror and disgust. But sometimes they offer answers. Read Gothmares if you dare. Gothmares, a young adult novel by Al Musitano, available on Amazon and fine bookstores everywhere.
Village of the Arts, the largest artist colony in the state of Florida, located on 42 acres, includes artists, homes, galleries, gardens, and restaurants featuring handcrafted gifts, fine art sculptures, painting, photography, enviro art, healing arts, books, mystics, and musical variety. A few of the galleries are unique in their offerings. Village Voices specializes in books and art created exclusively by Florida residents. The Dancing Crane Gallery offers fine art, custom jewelry, and unique, innovative art. The Village Mystic offers all things metaphysical: meditation, massage, mediums, aromatherapy, psychics, shamans, Reiki healing, and the gem mine, where you can mine for your own personal treasure. Yoga Arts offers classes or one-on-one coaching. Musicians and bands can be found throughout the area. Many of the artists and musicians offer classes. Restaurants and bakeries provide respite for the weary and magic for the foodies. Visit during the first Friday Art Walk and stroll through the shops and galleries enjoying free appetizers, wine, music, and demonstrations. For hours and information, please visit the website at www.villageofthearts.com.